Here we go.
Hi guys, welcome to the UGAHacks Hot Ones Challenge number 2. My name is Anaya Norman and I'm the lead director of UGAHacks 8.
I'm Saba Merchant and I'm the sponsorship director.
I'm Rudy, I'm the coach for Major League Hacking this weekend.
Yeah, and today me and Saba are going to be asking Rudy a bunch of questions about his experiences growing up in technology and as a dev. So, while eating hot wings, obviously. So the first question is, what was one thing you learned in college, academic, or otherwise that helped you in your career today?
Oh, we do eat the wing first?
Eat the wing first.
Oh, that's hard.
That gives me some time to think.
Actually, probably, can I have another spoon?
It works.
Oh, that works actually.
Oh, okay, you know what, we'll do that. Oh, that's good.
That's yummy. I guess one thing that I've learned, especially since starting to work full time, is that I find that most of my job isn't really coding. It's more like collaboration. Oh, I'm starting to feel a little bit in the back of my throat. It's like collaborating with people, right? Like, you can be like the best coder in the world, but if you're hard to work with or you don't know how to communicate with people, no one's gonna want to work with you. So,
Good advice.
yeah, I mean, that's something that maybe isn't talked about as much like in classes and stuff, especially if they're only focusing on like theory and like not even working on projects. So going to hackathons is a good place to work on communicating with people because you'll be working on a team. So yeah, plug in hackathons.
Awesome, I have a follow-up question. I don't know if that counts as a wing. No, awesome. What made you want to go into tech?
Actually, I have a very clear answer for this. I had a friend in high school who he was already in tech, or actually middle school, because his dad was already in tech, so he was into it. And he got me into it because I remember being at his house one day and he was making like these little Lego robots to like play soccer. And I was like, wow, that's cool. How do you do that? And he's like, programming. And then, yeah, it's history from there.
That's very cool, actually.
Yeah.
So, you want to ask the next question, Saba?
Yeah, okay, well this
Wing
isn't...
first.
Okay,
Wing
well,
first.
should I ask the question and then would...
I think you're supposed to eat the wing.
Eat and ask.
Okay, eat and ask.
Eat
So
and
we
ask.
both suffer.
Exactly. Right.
I don't like the flavor of this, but it's not that bad.
I like the flavor of this one so much better. The first one was so nasty, but this one's really good.
I don't want to talk about my mouthful. Sorry. Okay. What made you want to join MLH?
You know, I honestly can't remember because this was back in 2018 when I first joined MLH, but my assumption is that I was an organizer for Boston Hacks when I was in college, and I definitely would have interacted with the MLH coaches who came to Boston Hacks. And probably just from my experiences of interacting with the coaches, and also there's, you know, it keeps hitting me like a couple months after I did. There's this event that happens every year called hackathon, where, yeah, I'm sure you know about it, where like for anyone who doesn't know, hackathon is basically like a convention for hackathon organizers every year. So I went to that, and I think that was probably what made me sign up, is like meeting other hackathon organizers and meeting a ton of coaches, because like usually at a hackathon you see 1, 2, if you're lucky maybe you'll see like 4 or 5, it's like a cohort training, but getting to see like the whole gang there, and then seeing like how much fun they're having, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. Plus being paid to fly around the country and go to hackathons, like, it's not a bad deal.
Yeah, I have a follow-up. We talk about MLH a lot, but for anyone who doesn't know what MLH, Rudy, can you tell us what MLH is? And also, me and Saba went to HackCon for the first time this year. So can you talk about what kind of events go on at HackCon?
You know, I think that actually is a good question we should take another wing for.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take another wing for
Give me
this
some
question.
time to think.
You take the big one this time.
No, okay, you're
It just takes so
Cheers.
long. Okay.
You're better than me.
I love that we're using spoons like this.
I'm doing way better than I thought it would.
That's very barbecue-y.
No.
Wait, maybe I have a high spice tolerance.
These are not spicy.
We're only halfway there.
I think this is the one that hits.
That tasted pretty good.
That one's
I
really
don't like
good.
barbecue at all.
Oh, I like barbecue lots.
Okay, so to answer your first question, like what is Major League Hacking? So Major League Hacking is the global hacker community, and so basically what that means is that we show up to events like hackathons, put on workshops, we have global hack weeks, which are like virtual hackathon festivals. Basically, we do anything that aligns with the mission of empowering hackers. So hackers being the people that show up to hackathons, anybody who's trying to get into the technology field. We just want people to be able to learn and feel like they have a space in this field. And as for HackCon, it's trying to think of like the stuff that I did, because like there's, like a hackathon, there's just so much going on, it's impossible to go to all the stuff there. I don't know where the next HackCon location is going to be, and I don't know, like, tell me what it was for you, but when I went, it was at the Poconos, like it was basically like summer camp, like literally in a summer camp.
Yeah.
And I never went to a summer camp as a kid, so that was like a really cool experience, just like sharing bunks with like other hackathon organizers and like walking around the forest. We had like literal fireside chats with people from industry, like workshops and talks on how best to run a hackathon. You get to talk to MLH folks. Actually, I was able to be there for both sides of it, like one when I was an organizer and then one when I was a coach. And I do think it's more fun as a coach because you get to show up earlier and then you spend more time there. So if anyone's interested in being a coach, you should definitely look into the program.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I just think if you're a hackathon organizer, definitely check out HackCon. It's a fun place to be, and you get to meet a bunch of other hackathon organizers.
I thought it was really fun. Ours was in New York, and we ended up staying in the cabins. And it was really fun. Like, the memory that I distinctly have was really cute, was that we had a bonfire at night, and people started like jumping over the fire. Never understood why. That's such a big like deal. But people love to do that. I'm like, okay, you know, it is what it is. You feeling it? How's it? How are you doing?
I'm fine, actually. This is quite pleasant.
Right?
Oh.
Right. I think the first one was still my favorite just because of the flavor. This one was a little too tangy and that's too
This is
barky.
not really pleasant at all.
Yeah.
Also, why'd you give me the bigger ones?
I didn't make you do it. You can do either one you want.
Okay, are we ready for the next one?
We do have a viewer asking, what is the biggest fish you have ever caught?
Like fish? I have never went fishing, unfortunately.
Oh,
There's your answer.
I went fishing and I accidentally got the hook stuck in a duck and it was awful
no.
and I started freaking out because I don't know what to do. And luckily one of our like next door neighbors were there and so he came and he like unhooked it because he was a big fisherman and he like taught me how to fish. But
Wow.
I went fishing once with my papa in Florida. It was very nice. I got really scared and I dropped the fish on the grass and I felt really bad about it.
Aww.
How big was it? Was it the biggest fish?
It was probably like right this big. It was like this big. It was about, yeah.
I think it's bigger than either one that we caught. Unless
Exactly.
you had a duck.
I don't got the duck.
Wow, just thinking about how that duck must have been in pain.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
Alright, ready for the next one? Are you going to take the next one?
You can go first without me.
No, which one do I want? Let's do this. Let's do this one. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. In theory.
Oh. Immediately I can feel this one is spicier. What sauce was that?
Which one did you do? Is the
Number
fourth
4.
one? That'll be bravado
This one?
for you.
What is that?
Nice. Bravad.
It's the world's hottest pepper, savory black garlic, and a hint of sweet
Oh.
maple.
There's that
This-
Carolina Reaper.
This hot sauce will shake you to your core.
Oh god.
Oh, I'm feeling it. Oh, I kind of enjoy that. You know, sometimes when it's so spicy that you kind of enjoy it.
Just a little bit.
I'm worried about this one though.
Actually, really like the black garlic. There's this plugging a place in Seattle. There's this place called Boink, and they have this black garlic mala ramen. So like the same spice and like mala hot pot. Like it gives you that numbing feeling.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of that, except instead of numbing me, it hurts.
Yeah.
Apparently, Szechuan peppercorns are supposed to like numb your entire mouth. It's giving me that sensation. I'm also just sweating now.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
What is?
Oh, I love this question. It's not really like particularly
Gosh, I know
related to
this.
something, but if you had to describe your personality with a fruit, what fruit would you pick and why?
So, if any of my friends are watching this, they'll probably laugh because like, I don't really eat fruits. I have the palate of a 4-year-old.
Okay.
So chicken tenders.
Oh yeah, do
Okay.
boneless,
There you go.
boneless chicken nuggets. But if I had to pick, are cocoa pods considered fruits?
What are cocoa pods?
Cocoa
Where
pods.
chocolate comes from. They grow off of trees.
Oh, you know what? That's true. People do say
That
chocolate
count?
is a fruit.
How do you eat them? Do you like?
You
They-
don't.
You don't. You
You
just
process
make
them
chocolate.
into chocolate.
Oh,
I don't think anybody
I do not
actually
count that.
Okay.
People are always like, chocolate is fruit.
Yeah, chocolate's a fruit.
Exactly. Chocolate covered fruit.
I like dark chocolate and orange, so
Ooh.
unless you want to do a pairing, I'll take it. What's your favorite pairing?
You know what? Dark almond orange makes me think of like the orange flavored Milanos, which are
Yeah,
amazing.
they are.
I could see myself being an orange flavored Milano, maybe.
Okay.
What
That's
do you
not a
embody about an orange flavored Milano?
I don't know. I can't think right now.
Is it hitting you that bad?
It's just like it's hard to think creatively when your mouth is on fire.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
we can
I
share
just
answers.
don't focus on it. If you think about like the
Anything
conversation, you're not like so focused on the numbing feeling.
Wow.
So, but what fruit would you be?
Yeah, I need some
Okay.
examples.
So I have transitioned over the years. I don't really have an answer right now. I feel like I need to think of one. But when I first heard this question, my immediate answer, and keep in mind I was 16, I said I was a coconut. Solely because I was like super whitewashed, and you know, I feel like that's pretty understood. Okay, I very much regret that point in my life. Now, I said I'm a lychee because when people first meet me, like I have an RBF, you know, apparently I'm hard to come up to kind of thing. But then once you get to know me, you peel the lychee. When you get to know me, it's sweet, mellow kind of thing. Yeah. Do you want to share?
Yeah, y'all good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to eat the
after,
next
after I drink all of my water and the what's it called, my fruit is a strawberry because I think strawberries can go in many different dishes and taste good. And I think I can fit into many different crowds and have a great time regardless and bring good vibes. So there we go. Oh, you're good. Maybe I'll take it for the team and do this one with y'all.
You sound like you
Oh,
really
my
look like
goodness.
you're contemplating your life right now.
I know.
Yeah. I'm contemplating what my you know what? After you said it, it kind of clicked. 'Cause I definitely have used that example before of the coconut, and
Yeah.
I think I am still at that phase of my character arc.
Okay. I mean, that's
That makes
totally
sense.
okay.
No.
That makes sense.
Coconuts are a fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually not a nut, because
Hmm.
coconut. Oh, so my roommate is Filipino, and there's a coconut song, and one of the lines specifically is "coconut is not a nut," and then it says something, but I cannot remember the next line right now. But it explains what it is. So if you are ever interested, look up the coconut song.
Maybe
There
one
you
of
go.
our viewers can help us out here.
You're right. Is a coconut a fruit? Yes. I have a question.
Wait, can we eat the next one?
Eat the next one, and then y'all eat the next one. I'll ask the question. So then, I'll ask both of y'all. I'll be the mediator now.
Which one is this one now?
The bomb.
This is the bomb.
Okay, and then the last one is called the last dab, right?
Yeah.
Good luck, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Godspeed. So while you're eating your hot wing, we heard, Rudy, that you like to dance in your free time.
I do.
Do you happen to go anywhere to dance? Like, where do you go dancing? And if you want to, are you free to show us some moves, maybe, to the camera?
No.
No?
Definitely not.
I think...
Especially not with the hot wings. But I can
No.
explain where. Oh man. So when I was
Oh, okay.
when I was in college, I was a dance minor. So like I would dance at the school.
Oh, I'm shaking. Like my hands are literally shaking right now.
Well, you know when you eat really spicy stuff and you get hiccups.
Oh, my dad.
that
That's
was
my dad.
immediately.
Oh man, it's gonna be really hard to finish a sentence if
Oh,
I keep having hiccups.
yeah.
Oh my god. It's kicking in.
Okay, so I have to answer your question. So outside of classes that I took in college, so I did ballet, modern, tap, jazz. I did some hip hop classes. I did salsa, did swing for a semester. And then I was part of this group called Bulletproof Funk, and what we would do, that's more like freestyle.
Mm.
So like twice a week we would just play some music, and people would jam, they just dance. You'd have a cipher at the end. I see you're feeling it. And a cipher is just where you have like the dance circle, right? Someone goes in, they share, they come out. I still have a problem with not going in the cipher because I'm too shy.
Oh.
Which is why I'm not going to do it in front of the camera.
Yeah, no. It's
But
You're handling this really well.
I know. You're doing really good. I think. There's some water and milk just in case. Don't forget.
I know the water's going to make it worse.
I know. But I feel like I need it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, the milk is refreshing.
Is it? I can't taste anything right now.
Oh.
It's refreshing for like half a second. Okay, and then in Seattle, I actually like, so basically when COVID happened, like I stopped dancing because
Yeah.
I tried doing online stuff and it just wasn't for me. I really enjoy like being in a space with people. And then in Seattle, like after the pandemic was over, I found a studio at Dance Underground, which is this place near me. Teacher Lex Ramirez, she taught there, and I took classes from her. Had some hip hop classes, and then I met some people at the freestyle sessions out in Seattle, and then made some friends there. Actually, one of my friends, Dakota, who lives like across the street from me, he's like amazingly good at crump, and so like, I'm trying to learn crump from him. And then I have a friend, Kyle, who's really good at Chicago footwork, and he is learning from other people, and I'm trying to learn a little bit from him. You see, anybody who's willing to show me something, I'd like to learn, and then like I try to take classes.
Nice.
Yeah, dance is really fun, and there's so many different styles. Like there's something for everyone. So I highly recommend trying dance if you've never done it before.
What's your favorite style?
So right now, my favorite style is house. I really like house music, and I really like house dance. It's like really upbeat and fast, and I like moving a lot. I think that's why I like Chicago footwork too, because Chicago footwork is even faster. It's like super fast footwork. And like, I remember there's some dance videos I've seen in the past. And I remember one of my friends being like, "Oh, that's sped up. They can't move like that." And then I've seen my friend like do Chicago footwork in real life, and I'm like, "No, that they can move. They're just really good."
That's awesome.
Yeah. Have you all ever danced before?
I did musical theater,
Oh.
and cheerleading. So I did more like routine dancing. It's a very different style. I'm not talented in it, but I do enjoy it when I'm giving a routine. So yeah. What about you, Soba?
I actually, so in high school, if you know what Winter Guard is, I was part of the Winter Guard team, which is like, you know the people in the football field that spin the flag and the rifles and stuff? That's essentially like competitive. And they do like a little more dancing. So I learned the basics of ballet with that. Not very good at it, but in college I joined a Bollywood fusion dance team. So I danced for a little bit. But yeah, you know what? I'm ready to take that last one.
I wouldn't say I'm ready, but I don't think I'll get more ready.
That's what I'm saying. I also, I've heard that the last one isn't as bad as this one.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do the extra sauce for the last dab?
You know, I think I might have to pass on that.
If you're not gonna do it, I don't want to.
Because it's been shaped, like cut and covered. Okay. My like brain is like sending waves, and I'm crying, and I'm sweating. I'm surprised you're not crying. I'm impressed.
There's a single tear.
It's just sitting in the corner of your eye.
You know what? You have to take that one.
Which one?
The third one.
Yeah.
That one's kind of big. I would have. It's a really big nugget, guys. I don't know. Okay, I'll do it.
You're sitting here dying, and
I will do it. I did just like drink all my water, but
I'm very much lightheaded right now.
I'm shaking.
Yeah, my mouth is
Okay.
like.
I'll take it with y'all.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh God.
That's not that bad. I don't know if I'll kick it, but that one's not that bad.
It's a calm before the storm.
How long do we have to do this until after we finish? The next question. Which one was your favorite?
Probably the first one actually,
Right?
because it was spicy without hurting, and it had like a decent flavor.
Okay, follow-up question. Oh, I agree. Mine's favorite. Which one? Yours was the second one?
The second one was my favorite.
Okay, and then what's like the oddest food you've ever had?
Odd. Like, what do you mean by odd? Like, what's an example of like an odd food?
Anything that's not like conventional. Anything that's not like conventionally normal. Like, what's the strangest food you've ever had?
I mean, along these lines, once in high school in my friend's basement, we all ate dried chili pepper, like ghost peppers, and I just ate the whole thing. I didn't even like nibble on it. I just went for it, and I was writhing on the ground in pain for 5 minutes.
Chobani did not sponsor us, by the way. Okay.
As for like an unorthodox thing, Ritz and Nutella is really good together. Salty and sweet.
Okay, I vibe with it. I think the strangest thing I've eaten is like lamb brain or like ox tongue. Surprisingly very, very good. I do recommend. What about you, Anaya? You know what helps? If you drink the milk and leave it in your mouth.
Oh, it'll soak up. You know, it would be great if you had like ice cream.
Oh
I know. Oh, strange food? Chitterlings. Disgusting. I hate them.
What are those?
Pig intestines.
Oh. So
They
like that,
smell really bad and they taste really bad.
how do you cook them? Like the outside of a hot dog, big intestines?
Or is it like sausage in the casing kind of thing that you ripped off?
It's weird. It doesn't even look like a sausage. It's like, it seems like it's boiled. I don't know. But I do hate it.
Alright, we can wrap it up.
You're saying the first guest who did this wasn't like this, he was fine?
Bob from HPCC Systems.
I talked to him and he had like a whole strategy. He like researched his Hot Ones challenge and was like, I've seen Gordon Ramsay, I've seen every single person do this. And he's like, I can't tell you because you're about to do it, but just leave some for me when we're done, please.
Yeah.
Bob's quite different.
He was like, because they had the winged one, so he's like, just make sure it doesn't touch your mouth. And then take pieces. I was like, okay.
Thanks for joining. Are we still live? Oh.
Still alive?
Well, yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. Feel free to attend the rest of the workshops that we have for the rest of the day at UGAHacks 8 and submit your projects by 8 a.m. We have another Hot Ones coming up after this, so feel free to join in. So feel free to say any parting words.
You can say your own risk at home.
Yeah. Go to hackathons. And maybe not eat a lot of hot sauce.
Alright, thanks guys. Bye.
And we're off.